As the owner of an electrical company, you're probably asking yourself the question, how do I get to the first page of search results? How do I get to the top of Google Maps? And how do I start showing up in Google AIO overview reports, ChatGPT, and Perplexity? In this video, I'm going to walk you through an example of an electrician in Baltimore, Maryland, and how companies are able to get to the first page of search. But before I do that, I did just want to point out, here at MarketKeep, we offer free SEO evaluation reports that walk you through your website and how you're currently performing with your local on-page and off-page SEO strategies, so you can figure out where you are and what you need to do in order to get to the first page of search. So if that's something that you're interested in taking a part of, just fill out the free SEO evaluation report and we'll send back a video just like this within 24 hours. That being said, let's jump right into Electrician in Baltimore and how companies are able to get to the first page. So here we have the example, Electrician in Baltimore. And before jumping into how to rank on the first page of search, I just want to give you a quick overview as to what we're looking at. So right here, this is called Google Guaranteed, and this is controlled by Google AdWords, right? It's something that you have to apply for and go through a background check, but it is a good opportunity for Google Ads. Then we have the traditional Google pay-per-click, again, another form of Google Ads and something that you're paying for. Once we kind of scroll past that, then we have what's called the Google 3-pack, which is what I'm highlighting here and is controlled by local SEO. And then there's the first 8 slots of a Google search result, and that's controlled by elements of what we call on-page SEO and off-page SEO. Now, the reason why I'm explaining all this is because I want to take a quick look at something called the click distribution for the search term like electrician in Baltimore, which is really what we're looking at. But before I do that, I'm also going to use a term like electrician near me so you can kind of get a better feel for how this would impact your search results. So if we look at a term like electrician near me, what we can kind of see is how people engage with the first page of search. 41% of people click on organic only searches. 4% of people click on both the paid and the organic searches. 7% of people only click on paid ads. And then there's 48% of people that I'm kind of questioning why they're searching at all because they don't click on anything. But that being said, you can understand that while Google Ads can get you phone calls today, search engine optimization is something that over time is going to outperform Google Ads 10 times out of 10, just because of how people engage with that. So how do you get to the first page of search? Again, it's through the 3 elements, local, on-page, and off-page SEO. I'm first going to cover on-page SEO though, since I think that's what most small business owners associate search engine optimization with. So for this example, I'm going to use Cobb Electric and figure out how they're getting to the first page of Google. One of the best ways to figure out how your website is performing or how a competitor's site is performing is to actually go to your site, take your website's domain, go back to Google and type in site : and then enter the website address. Here you're going to see all of the pages that Google has indexed and is including in your search ranking reports. And I think what stands out to me are like when the websites that perform best have on-page SEO, they have descriptive search terms. So what do I mean by that? Well, for instance, if I wanted to search for a commercial electrician in Baltimore, I think Cobb Electric did a fantastic job of utilizing that keyword. You can see they have commercial electricians in Maryland listed as their meta tag title. They have commercial electricians listed in their meta description. And then when you go to the page itself, again, you can still see like commercial electrician listed throughout the content of their website. If I were to scroll to page like, let's say 5 or 6 of a Google search result, look at how different the search terms are and how like the search results are kind of skewed. And I think what you can start to see is people just don't use their keywords strategically. They're not putting them in their meta tag title, their meta description, and the content of their website as well. And I think that kind of prevents them from being able to rank more effectively. So we have that opportunity there. Now again, with on-page SEO, there is a process to being able to rank on the first page of search. So if we take a look at a program like Detailed SEO Extension, we can understand that they're using their SEO keyword in their meta tag title, it's in their meta description, but then it's also throughout like the headings and text of their website as well. And that's so important. So many people miss that, but that is the recipe. Now the thing is, that recipe needs to be replicated on every page of your website. So it can't just be something that you do for the home page or just like 1 or 2 services. It needs to be for every service and every page that you offer. Another thing that I appreciate about Cobb Electric that I think they've done a nice job with is the fact that they've also started to go out and build local landing pages for all of the different towns and areas that they want to be able to rank within. And so if you think about that, there's towns like Towson, Cockeysville, Ellicott City, Annapolis, right? These are all towns in and around the Baltimore DMA area. They have local landing pages built out for them. So the challenge for you as you're going through your site is figuring out like, yes, I want to be able to rank in my main town, but what are the other towns that I want to have? And I need to start building out local landing pages for those areas as well. But that is the advantage to on-page SEO. The second thing I want to cover is what we call local SEO, which is helping you to get into the Google 3-pack. Now that's primarily controlled by something called your Google Business Profile. To be able to find your Google Business Profile, typically all you need to do is search your business's name or your telephone number, and you'll get your knowledge panel here on the right-hand side. For this example, I wanted to look at Dynamo Electric and how they're getting to the first page of search. Now, there's probably 4 things you need to control when it comes to your Google Business Profile. The first one, and the most important, being reviews, right? The more reviews you have, the easier it is to get into the Google 3-pack. And if you're at least responding to both the positive and negative reviews, that's fine. You're supposed to be doing that. The 3 other things that we want you to focus on, though, are something that I think not a lot of people do. And the first one is just called Google Photos, right? Similar to Facebook or Instagram, the more photos you upload to your business profile, the easier it is to be able to rank. Now, it's not just taking a photo from your phone and uploading it. One of the things that you want to be able to do is actually have what's called like a file name, right? So if I was in charge of Dynamo Electric's Google Business Profile, if I had uploaded this picture, I wouldn't have just had like the file name that came off of my phone. I'd actually change that to be something like Trusted Electricians in Baltimore, Maryland. Or in this case, I would have done something more along the lines of like ceiling light installation in Baltimore. And that's important because it gives you an SEO keyword that Google is scanning and crawling within your Google Business Profile, and they start to understand some of the search terms that are important to you. So it's very important that you do this on a consistent basis. The second thing we want you to take advantage of is something called Google Business Profile Posts. Now here you don't see this with Dynamo Electric, and I think that's a missed opportunity. But a Google Business Profile post, if I were to search our own company, for instance, we'll be able to see that we do Google Business Profile posts. And these are, again, posts that we control. And the more we do them, the better the profile performs. So here you can kind of see like we're trying to rank for Baltimore SEO company. So we did a whole post about that. And we can kind of help you understand like what's going on. So as a business owner or somebody that manages your profile, you can submit posts that are updates, offers, and promotions. So I think that's something that you want to be doing at least once to twice a week to help build your presence within the Google 3-pack. Now, the other thing we want you to take advantage of is something called questions and answers. Again, if I go back to like the example of Dynamo Electric, we don't really see that. But here, as somebody that manages or owns your profile, you realize you can actually submit your own question and respond with an answer to them. So we always tell people like things that people ask questions about in your contact forms, over the phone, or while you're out on an appointment. Those are really smart things to be adding to your business profile as a question and answer because it's something that they're searching for. And if you have an answer to that, Google's going to put you in the Google 3-pack for it. So I think it's, again, a great opportunity while you're building up your reviews. Now, the last part to managing your Google Business Profile successfully is utilizing something called your services and products. Now, as you can see, services and products are kind of listed right here, and you can actually kind of incorporate that into your business profile. So we always tell people like, hey, when you're building out your Google Business Profile, make sure all your services and products are listed there. But not only that, make sure that they have some SEO keywords incorporated into them as well. Because you can see, you can actually give things product descriptions. So you can embed search engine optimization keywords into your products, and that's going to help you rank a little bit more effectively too. All of that is designed to help you get into the Google 3-pack, which is where you're going to get a lot of your website clicks, contact form submissions, and phone calls. So it is important. Now, the last step to ranking effectively on the first page of search is something called off-page SEO. And off-page SEO really helps you to separate yourself and be one of the top search results versus one of the search results you see at the bottom of the first page of search. And that's just, a term called backlinking. Now, a lot of people hear that and just say, well, if I go and get a ton of backlinks, I'll be able to rank on the first page of search. That's not what we're saying. It's more about quality versus quantity. So in this example, I wanted to kind of show you Milton Electric. Now, Milton Electric is ranking number 2 behind our best friend Yelp.com, and I'm being sarcastic when I say that. But Milton Electric is ranking because they have 500 backlinks from 153 different websites. Now, those 153 different websites are primarily what we call local citation sites, which are places that you can list your business's name, address, and telephone number, and they typically apply to electrician search results. So you can see they have a profile on yellowpages.com, but then they have a profile on a company called expertise.com. And expertise.com actually goes out and rates the top electricians in Baltimore, Maryland. And that's why they're ranking, because not only do they have a backlink from this website, but that backlink is from a page devoted towards best electricians in Baltimore, Maryland. And that's the difference, and that's the key to backlinking. It's not just getting any backlink, but a backlink that is relevant to your business and to what people are searching. Now, the great thing about off-page SEO is it totally leaves a paper trail. So if I was an electrician in Baltimore stuck on the 3rd page of search, I could come and take a look at this business, see all of the backlinks that they have, and then go out and build the exact same ones, right? And that's the key to search engine optimization. It's being able to manage local, on-page, and off-page SEO effectively. Now, again, here at MarketKeep, we offer a free SEO evaluation report. So if this is something that you want for your business and understand exactly what you need to do, just go ahead and click on that link for a free SEO evaluation report, and it's something that we'll send over to you. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you have any further questions, please let us know. But thanks again for watching, and I wish you the best of luck with your business. Thanks a lot, and take care.